Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's live meditation. Really happy for you to join us tonight, and hope that you're joining us through Zoom so that you can be a part of the interactive aspects of the session. As you probably know, if you've been joining us for these sessions before, that we usually have the practical aspect of the session, which is the actual meditation. We also provide some more in-depth explanation of various aspects of meditation. And we also encourage you to share with us your experiences of meditation and to ask any questions that you have about either your experience during this session or in any other sessions that you've been doing with us or yourselves at home. And if you are new to meditating with us through We Meditate, and therefore new to Sahaja Yoga meditation, which is the kind of meditation we do on all of these live meditations, then please just drop us a note in the Zoom chat now so that I know kind of how many first timers we have with us, and I can therefore make sure that I point out anything that you might need to know in the session. Otherwise, the theme for today's session, which you may have seen from the email if you're getting our email notifications, is a commitment to yourself. And the reason we chose this theme is that a question that we really often get is how to make meditation a regular practice. Because we do these live meditations twice a week when we meditate, and there are lots of guided meditations recorded on the website for people to follow, but we constantly advise that you try to meditate yourself every day at home, even just for a few minutes. And it can sound like it's a big undertaking, a new activity to bring into your daily routine, and it can be daunting at first, or it can be something that you really, really want to do but just don't understand how you can find the time, or it can be something that even if you have the time for, somehow you just don't manage, that something else always takes your attention, or you're feeling a bit lazy about it sometimes. And part of making meditation regular is, of course, about having the discipline, setting yourself goals. I will do it every day this week and get to the end of that first week of meditating every day. But part of it is also, I feel, especially from my perspective, it's just having this real commitment to your state and yourself, and feeling this real love for yourself, which helps you to really prioritize the activities which put you at your best, which put you in the best state, in the best form of yourself. And when we really feel that inside, when we really care for ourselves, we're going to do the things which we know are good for us and make us feel good, and which reflect well on us and do us justice for the people that we are. So in tonight's session, we're going to try to really tap into that to give us this feeling, because when you have that feeling, it's less of a mental discipline to make yourself sit down for those few minutes every day. And it comes much more naturally, much more spontaneously, which of course is much more enjoyable. So that's what we're going to focus on today. We do have, we've had at least one person, Raina, saying, hi, I'm a first timer. So hi to you, Raina. And there may be more first timers who are joining us through Facebook or just through the website who aren't able to write. So I will give a brief explanation about what Sahaja Yoga meditation is and what we'll do in this session. So bear with me for those of us who have been joining us for a while. So Sahaja Yoga meditation is a meditation which is actually based on going thoughtless. So it's not really about watching your thoughts or being aware of your thoughts, although those are methods we use, but they're not the end goal. The end goal is actually to be completely without thought. And this is the real definition of meditation. Meditation nowadays is kind of a buzzword, and a lot of people claim to say that a practice is meditative if it's calming or if it makes you introspect. And whilst these are good practices and help you to come closer to meditation, they're not actually the meditation itself in the truest sense. Meditation it's a very ancient practice. It's centuries old, and the true definition coming from Vedic times in India has always been of being without thought. And this might sound very difficult, but it's actually possible for everyone due to this incredible source of energy that we have within us called as Kundalini energy. Kundalini is a Sanskrit word, and it means coiled because this energy in its dormant state lies coiled in the base of the spine, in the sacrum bone. And through our attention and our desire to connect with this energy and experience meditation, experience this state of thoughtlessness and of being really in touch with reality, in touch with our true selves. This is what you get when you're without thought, because the thought is not reality, actually. It's just a construct of the mind. Through this, we can raise this Kundalini energy along our spine, through our central nervous system. And it can clear any tensions, any blockages that we have within us, which cause all of these thoughts and emotions, which prevent us from being in meditation. And therefore, by raising this energy along our spine and to the top of our head through the final nerve center that we have here at the top of the head, it spontaneously brings us beyond our mind into a state where we have no thoughts. And it's actually an extremely, of course, peaceful state, but also joyful state and one of fulfillment, because it's only when we are without thought that we can be truly in the present and truly just feel what we are beyond our thoughts, beyond our minds, and connect with ourselves, our real selves. So that's what we aim to do through Sahaja Yoga meditation, and I hope what you will all experience this evening. So without further ado, I think we'll just start the first meditation to raise this Kundalini energy, and then we'll do some further exercises after that on the theme that I was talking about of having this commitment to yourself and this love for yourself inside. And then there'll, of course, be time for questions. And this is a part of the session which we really, really enjoy as well, because it's important to feel that growth in your practice of meditation. That's why we're talking about meditating every day, making it a habit, because the more you do it, the stronger the experience becomes, the deeper those meditations become, and the more that you can tangibly feel that energy inside of you. So without further ado, we can open our hands out onto our laps, like so, with the palms facing upwards. And you don't have to be sitting in the same position as me. You can just, the main thing is to be comfortable, to be, kind of sitting up straight, not slouching back. If you're sitting on the sofa or a chair, you don't have to be sitting on the floor. But don't strain yourself, just be comfortable so you're not distracted during the meditation. So with your hands open on your lap, you can close your eyes and for this meditation, we'll be mostly just moving our hands, and just silently within, we'll be asking some questions and repeating some affirmations inside. And the main thing is this works based on your desire to really experience what is meditation and to really experience the true potential within yourself, what you have the potential to be, what you have the potential to experience. So try to really keep your attention throughout the session with this desire. So we'll begin by keeping the left hand open on the lap. And you can place your right hand on the left side of your chest, on your heart. And you can just take a couple of deep breaths in and out. Just let your attention settle inside. Now bring all of your attention to where your hand is on your heart. And you can ask yourself within, who am I? Who am I? Am I this mind? Or am I this body? Or am I something more? Am I the pure spirit? So ask yourself several times within, am I the pure spirit? Now move that right hand down so it's on the left side of your stomach, just over those lower ribs. Keep your left hand in your lap. And bring your attention here to this left side of your stomach. And here you can ask yourself within, am I my own master? Am I my own master? You can repeat this question several times. Am I my own master? Now bring that right hand down further so it's over your left hip. You can press a little here. And now we will address this Kundalini energy within. This energy is extremely nourishing energy. She's like our own internal mother. So we will address her as Mother, Mother Kundalini. Please give me the pure knowledge of myself. Please give me the pure knowledge of my true self. Please allow me to know myself. Now you can raise that right hand back to the left side of the stomach. And now, instead of asking a question, we will affirm with confidence. I am my own master. I am my own master. I am the master of myself. Now raise that hand again so it's back on your heart. And again, we'll affirm with confidence. I am not this mind. I am not this body. I am the pure spirit. Repeat this several times. I am the pure spirit. Now, you can place your right hand on the left side of your neck where it joins your shoulder. And you can turn your head slightly to the right just to be more comfortable. And here, to rid ourselves of any grievances from our past, we can say confidently, I am not guilty. I am not guilty of anything. Don't think of anything in particular, just repeat, I am not guilty. I am not guilty. Now you can place your hand across your forehead and rest your head a little in your hand. And here again, without thinking of anything in particular, you can say, I forgive. I forgive. I forgive everyone. And I forgive myself. I forgive my thoughts. I forgive my emotions. I forgive my actions. I forgive. Now you can place your hand across the back of your head and lean your head back into your hand. We can again address this Kundalini energy. We can say, Mother Kundalini, please forgive me for any mistakes that I have made against my spirit. We can just humbly ask for forgiveness for any mistakes we may have made, knowingly or unknowingly. Now you can take that right hand and stretch the fingers out and place just the palm on the top of the head. And press down the palm, and you can rotate the scalp in a clockwise direction, as if there were a clock on top of your head. Just massage gently, so you're moving the scalp. Bring all of your attention to this point at the top of your head. And here within, we can ask this motherly energy, Mother Kundalini, please give me my self-realization. Please give me my self-realization. Please bring me into meditation. Please give me union with my true self and with the all-pervading power around me. Now raise that hand a few centimeters above your head. Just observe what you're feeling in the palm of that hand. You may feel a subtle, cool breeze. You may feel some heat or tingling. Or you may feel nothing at all. Just observe. You can bring that hand back into your lap. And you can raise your left palm above your head. And again, just observe anything you may be feeling there. And you can bring that palm back into your lap. And now you should keep your attention at the top of your head, as if you were still holding your hand there. And we'll just stay in silence for a couple of minutes, but keep your attention there. And if you feel any thoughts coming, you can just say, not now, not now. And then gradually, as you are ready, you can open your eyes. So this was the first part of the practical session this evening. This is the process known as self-realization. It's the steps we follow when we first raise this Kundalini, when we first try to get this connection, this yoga. Actually, the true meaning of the word yoga is union. In this moment of union, when this Kundalini passes through this last nervous center here, this last chakra here, and comes out of the top of our head, this is when we are joined with the energy of everything around us. Everything is created by energy, including us. We are just a part of it. And we can feel this tangibly through this Kundalini awakening, this Kundalini rising. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, the reason I was asking about the sensations you feel on your hand above your head or just in your lap is that the hands, the nerves in the hands are connected to all the nerves along the spine and all the centers or chakras in our body. And therefore they can indicate to us the state of our chakras. And when we hold our hand above our head here, sometimes, if we're lucky, we can feel this Kundalini energy coming out, and it manifests as a kind of subtle cool breeze. Or sometimes if it's rising but it's meeting some tension, some blockages along the way, we can feel heat or tingling here. Sometimes it's rising and we're not able to feel it yet because we've not yet developed the sensitivity. We need to raise this energy more. So everyone's experience is completely different, and that's completely normal. And everyone, you can hold your hand again above your head now and just put your attention there. And again, just take note of what you feel. And we can compare this with how we'll feel after the second session. Just observe it again. Okay. So we will do further exercises now to try to deepen this experience, to try and raise this Kundalini more and more, to try and raise more threads of this energy, if you like, to make it stronger, thicker, to make this connection stronger. And as I said before, the theme of tonight's meditation, because there are so many aspects to us as subtle beings that you could improve upon, that you can meditate upon to improve this experience. But tonight, the theme is having this true love for ourselves. And when we have this love for ourselves, we will naturally and spontaneously do the right thing for us. Even things which require usually some discipline, but it just comes naturally when you love yourself. It's like when you love someone else, for example, if you're a parent, when you love your child, you will naturally just do what is right for them without having to force yourself to do it. So we need to be like parents to ourselves sometimes, to have that complete, unconditional love for ourselves, so that we naturally in life are doing the right thing for us, for our spirits. And sometimes this can be clouded over by our ego, by our mental ideas, by our false ideas of responsibility, or by ideas given to us by the outside world of what our priorities should be, of what we need to be worrying about, what we need to be doing. But this is all just stuff that gets crowded up in our minds. And if we can just let it go and really open our hearts to ourselves, then hopefully we can just start to feel that love within. So we'll do another few exercises now to try and establish that within ourselves, because all of the centers, all of the chakras within us correspond to certain qualities within us. So when we invite this Kundalini energy to these centers, it helps to nourish these centers, helps to foster these qualities within us and remove anything within us which is damaging these centers. So that's what we'll do now. So again, you can open your hands out in your lap with the palms facing up. And again, just close your eyes. You can take a couple of breaths just to bring your attention inside if your attention has started wandering. And so this time to start, you can again keep your left hand on your lap. And you can place your right hand in the center of your stomach. And this center here is our center of seeking, whether that be our natural seeking for food, shelter as human beings, seeking for social connections, seeking love, seeking acceptance. We can ask this Kundalini energy, Mother Kundalini, please remove all negative seeking within me. Remove all desires for things which are detrimental to my spirit. Please cleanse this center, which is called as Nabi. Please cleanse my Nabi. Please help me to seek my spirit. Once more, Mother Kundalini, please remove all seeking for anything which is destructive, for anything which is damaging to my spirit. May I only seek good things for myself. So you can, with your attention, just really invite this energy to cleanse you. Invite it to nourish you. You can now place that right hand back on the left side of your neck. And this center is responsible for our relationship with ourselves. So when we feel insecure, this center gets blocked. So we can ask Mother Kundalini, please remove all guilt, all insecurities from within me. Please remove all insecurities which make me doubt myself, which make me believe I am less than what I truly am. Please take all of these insecurities away. Please give me full respect for myself. Then you can place your hand back on your heart, on the left side of your chest. You can ask Mother Kundalini, please come into my heart. Please cleanse my heart. Please help me to love myself. Mother, I am worthy of unconditional love. I am the pure spirit. Please help me to be like a mother to myself, to have unconditional love for myself. To guide myself lovingly, to care for myself. Now you can place your right hand across the right side of your head. This is where our superego is. That is all of the conditionings that build up in our subconscious over time. You can ask Mother Kundalini, please remove all ideas that make me feel unworthy or inferior to others. Please remove all self-pity or feelings of inferiority. I am not these conditionings. I am the pure spirit. You can bring this hand down. Now you can place the left hand across the left side of the head. This is where our ego is. And ego will give us false sense of pride and superiority. But this is not true love for ourselves. True love is humble and honest. So we can ask Mother Kundalini, please bring down my ego. Please remove all feelings of superiority from me. Please help me to love myself for what I truly am, not what I imagine myself to be. Please bring down this ego. I am not this ego. Repeat several times. I am not this ego. I am the pure spirit. You can bring this hand back into your lap. And you can once more bring your right palm on the top of your head. And press down with that palm. Mother Kundalini, please join me with the whole. Please allow me to experience love for myself as part of all of this wonderful creation. Please bring me into true meditation. And raise the hand above the head. Bring it into your lap. And raise your left hand above your head. Just see what you feel. And bring it into your lap. And finally, we will once more just remain in silence for a couple of minutes and keep your attention at the top of your head. And then again, when you're ready, you can gradually open your eyes. So that concludes the practical aspect of the session for this evening. And now I'd really like to open the session up to all of you to share what you're feeling, to ask anything about what you felt in the session, about anything which I might have talked about in the session. Because everyone's experience is so different and there's so much that we can learn from each other. And in general, especially when you're starting out with Sahaja Yoga, there's a lot to discover about yourself and about this intricate system that exists within you that you can interact with and you can nourish and you can experience more and more of. So do share on the chats what you are feeling, for example, in your hands, what you might have been feeling above your head. If you felt any differences in the duration of the session, before, after, in the first session, the second, because things can move a lot, things can change a lot even during the session, that your whole being is completely dynamic. There's a lot going on inside. And there's a lot of science and a lot of knowledge behind all of that, behind everything that you can be possibly feeling. So it's always a great joy for us to hear what is going on with all of you and to give any advice that we can. Also, if you've been having any strong experiences in your meditations at home or any issues with your meditations, if you're finding it difficult, if you're feeling something in particular on an ongoing basis, now is the time to let us know, and I'm always happy to answer any questions that you may have. But on this topic of self-love, this is something which we all have to really discover for ourselves. In general, one of the biggest problems that we find with ourselves and everyone who joins us in these sessions or in sessions that we've been doing for many years in person is that it's our own insecurities which hold us back from being the incredible beings that we are. So if we can push past those, then we can really discover how much more there is to us. And you can see, I hope, in the camera, the picture of the lady next to me, who is the founder of Sahaja Yoga. She's called as Shmataji Nirmala Devi. And not only did she develop this technique of meditation, which allows you to connect with your Kundalini, to connect with your spirit, and she traveled throughout her whole lifetime all around the world teaching Sahaja Yoga completely for free. And not only that, but it was really this empowerment of self-knowledge and self-love, which is her legacy, which is why people who have been practicing Sahaja Yoga for a while develop really profound respect and love for her, you will find, because that's naturally how you feel when you've discovered that love and that respect for yourself. And it's really incredible thing to discover for yourself. So I really encourage you in your meditations at home to try to tap into that, to try to reflect on that. And that's actually a way that you can meditate if you have a desire of something that you want to achieve for yourself, that you speak to this Kundalini energy within you, that you ask her to please give this to you, to help you work out anything which is preventing you from experiencing that, preventing you from really achieving that. And she will work it out. So you should treat it as an experiment. Just try. Just ask and see what happens. You have to really give it a chance within you. So thank you to everyone on the chat who is expressing their gratitude for this session. I'm really glad that it's something which is working for you and helping you, something that's helped me throughout all of my life, really, and is evolving all the time. And as a huge source of inspiration, I would also encourage you to, for example, follow on Instagram We Meditate, because there is a lot of content on there of people sharing techniques of small things they can do every day to help them achieve a better state, and sharing lots of different tips and different parts of knowledge there. And it's a really nice way to keep bringing this to your attention on a daily basis when you're not meditating, when you're just scrolling on your feed, to get something which lifts you and brings you back to a better state. So I highly recommend that. There's some really inspiring content on there for you. And also on the website, there is a great section about meditation, which has a whole interactive chart of all of the chakras and channels within, for you to really discover how to nurture all of these centers within you, what they mean, and what they say about your state if you're feeling something in particular during your meditations. So there's a lot of really good content out there to be able to inspire you to go deeper and to learn more about yourself. I'm just going to read a couple of the comments here in case there are some questions from any of you. And so Sean is saying, I felt truly peaceful and still, as well as a warm sensation in both hands and a sharp tingling in my right thumb. I also felt feelings of gratitude wash over my mind as my mind became quiet. That sounds like a really, really refreshing experience. The warm sensation in both hands. So, as I mentioned before, when the Kundalini is rising, she's passing through all of those centers along your spine. So when there are just small imbalances here and there, as she goes, she meets those kind of like tensions or blockages, we can call them, and that just creates some friction. So that means that the cleansing process is happening. This Kundalini energy is working through you and is cleansing you. And that's why you're experiencing some warmth on the hands. And if you do this more, then this should turn to cool. Actually, a really great technique that you can use to expedite the whole process, this is like really a top tip, is to try out a foot soak. So if you follow a guided meditation or just have your own meditation in the evening, in particular, at the end of the day, you just take like a plastic bucket and you fill it with kind of lukewarm water and a little bit of salt, like half handful of salt, and put your feet in that water while you're meditating. This really, really helps to expedite the whole cleansing process, because the elements of the water and of the earth, as represented by the salt, like extra cleansing power. And especially if you're experiencing this tingling in the right thumb. This right thumb is one which is very well known to me. This right thumb corresponds to the center here over your right hip, which is called as right Swadhisthana. So if you go on the website, you will also see on the diagram here over the right hip, right thumb. And this is to do with our attention. So when our attention is on 100 different things in the day, especially if our attention is on things in the future, about what's happening tomorrow, what we're planning next week, etc., then this center gets really nicely tense, and it can be difficult to let that go. And we have to cool that center down. It's the right channel, so we have to cool it. And a foot soak is 100% the fastest way to cool that center down. If you have your feet in the foot soak, you keep your left hand on that center and your right hand on your lap like this, and ask your Kundalini to come here, then I'm sure that will help things, and it will help your attention. It will become more stable, and your mind will feel much, much clearer. So give that a try. Hope that helps. See if there are any more questions here. So what do we have here? We say, Bronwyn said, when placing hands on the left and right side of my head, I felt very strong emotions and a great sense of letting go, followed by sense of release and peace. So this sense of release that you feel can really relate to. That is because here on the sides of the head, as I said, on the left side here is our ego, because our right channel comes up the right side of the body and then crosses here at the level of the brain. So our ego is around the left side here. And on the right side, you have superego, all the conditionings. Left channel comes up, crosses over here. And this ego and superego, these are the things which prevent us from being thoughtless ultimately. All the other imbalances within us come from here, because all of our thoughts and emotions ultimately come from ego or superego. And when we're having all of those thoughts and emotions, these things blow up like balloons, and they cover this last chakra here, the Sahastra Chakra. So they stop us from being thoughtless. So when we reduce these down, like we bring those balloons down, then this chakra can open, the Kundalini can pass through. So that's why you feel this huge feeling of release when you bring down the ego and superego. So if you're sitting to meditate at home and you're able to feel calmer and everything, but you're not able to go thoughtless, then the best thing actually is to work on the ego and the superego there. And again, you can ask Mother Kundalini, please bring down my ego. Please bring down my superego. And you can even do like this motion. So just bringing them down like this with your attention and with your hands. And you can see if that works for you. I find it helps a lot. So thank you, Anton, for providing the link there to foot soak. Really recommend that. I find, especially when it's busy working days, I can't go without foot soak in the evening, because it helps so much to really get rid of all the thoughts. Thanks everyone for your comments and your appreciation. It's always really lovely to hear that these sessions are giving something to you, especially when we're not able to meet in person. It's really wonderful to be able to interact with you all online. I don't know if there are any more questions left. If there are still questions that you have when we end after the end of the session now, there is on the website a contact form, and you can write to us anytime. You'll always be answered, your questions. Also, if you follow us on Instagram, feel free to DM us, you can message us, comment on any of the posts, anything. There's a whole team ready and extremely willing to give any help that they possibly can. So thank you all very much for joining us this evening. And we hope to meditate with you again in future, and keep it up at home. Set yourself at least your personal goal. If you can try to meditate every day for 1 week, try to meditate twice a day, morning and evening, for 1 week, and just see how you feel at the end of it. You will get back 10 times, 100 times more than you put in. So good luck, and hope to meditate with you soon. So good evening, everyone.